Whether your little one has an earache or you simply have a sinus infection, it's urgent that you get the care you need fast. That's why they call them urgent care facilities and not drive 45 minutes to an out-of-area hospital facilities. Fortunately, Preston Memorial Hospital now has an urgent care facility that's open 7 days a week, so all Preston residents can get the immediate attention they need and get better as quickly as possible. Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care at the Route 7 Kingwood Pike intersection.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
When you visit Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, you're liable to see people from Pennsylvania, other parts of West Virginia, as well as Maryland. And that's because the word is out. Scott Ford not only has a huge selection, makes your best deal, but has great service after the sale. It's as simple as that. When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, make it Scott Ford, Schaefer GMC. Route 7 near Walmart, Kingwood. That's the dealer you can trust.
Choose the right path for your real estate needs. Locally owned Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale. We provide full real estate services to all of North Central West Virginia. Our professional realtors are equipped to provide clients with the highest standard of service in the industry, and we value the opportunity to assist our neighbors and friends in buying, selling, leasing, or managing all types of property. Mountain Path Properties will even represent the buyer at no cost in any transaction, no matter which real estate company the property is listed with. So, don't just call a number on a sign. Call Mountain Path Properties and get a professional realtor that will work for you. Oh, and if you're thinking of selling your home, call us for a free market analysis to help determine the value of your property today.
Quality furniture and outstanding service are right here in Preston County. Come experience the Delano's difference. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, featuring furniture made in the USA. And they're the region's exclusive dealer for West Virginia-made Imperial mattresses. Bedrooms, occasional groups, living rooms, home decor, dining rooms, and more. Get queen mattress sets starting as low as $299. Great selection and the best price. Experience the Delano's difference. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7, Terra Alta, and Reedsville.
It's festival time at Rainbow Tire, and at Rainbow Tire, we know how to have a festival. I said fiesta, not siesta. Come on down for a great deal at Rainbow Tire while we're still in a festive mood. Route 7 Masontown, Route 7 Morgantown.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
Well, welcome viewers all around the Atlantic broadband cable area. Good afternoon, and I say good afternoon because we are about 10 minutes away from the imminent start of a tradition in Preston County that every fall Saturday during the Buckwheat Festival brings a huge crowd into town here in Kingwood for the Farmers' Day Parade, and that will be starting shortly. Good afternoon, I'm Steve Blake,
and
alongside Peggy Cochran. Peg, it's another beautiful day in Preston County. We've had 3 days of absolutely gorgeous blue skies and nice weather for the festival, and that's a rarity. We usually get 1 day of rain at least.
Well, what I've said the past 2 days is I think that Scott Funk is temporarily going to be put into a suit for the rest of his life because, you know, Scott was the assistant chairman, and that's the person that we always rely to have a good weather.
And, you know, this puts the pressure on him because the assistant chairman does that job, and then next year Scott will be the chairman, and he's set the bar kind of high for himself now.
I think so. Steve, it takes a lot of time to mention all the court especially, and that is all focused, you know, around the Buckwheat Festival, Queen Series, and King Buckwheat. King Buckwheat this year is Shane Christopher from the community of Mount Nebo in Valley Point, the son of Tracy and Kelly Christopher. And another word about Shane, Shane also won Reserve Champion Market Steer this year. So congratulations to him. And
yeah,
then,
absolutely. That is a lot of work for those who are not involved in farming and agriculture and in raising cattle. That young man, in addition to everything he had to do to participate and be involved in winning the title of King Buckwheat, he put in a lot of work every single day and is getting a reward with that win in the livestock competition. That is enormous.
That's great. And Queen Series this year was Miss Alexis Allen, the daughter of Nicholas Austin and Charity Allen Austin of Kingwood. And Alexis, I'm hoping, will show us her shoes as she goes by again today. Someone had a pair of crystal shoes made for her with her name on them and Queen Series on them also. They're absolutely gorgeous, and it was made by a hometown girl.
Bet she feels like Cinderella when she puts those on.
I yelled at her yesterday, show me her shoes, so hopefully she'll remember that today, and whoever's running the camera can focus on that a little bit.
Hopefully we'll get a shot of those for folks. I saw an interview with Alexis, and she talked about one of the most fun things they did in a very, very busy week was tour a lot of the schools back on Tuesday and talk to the younger kids in the elementary schools, and she said the kids kept asking her if the king and queen lived in a castle.
Well, you know, I guess typically maybe they do, or at least during that year, because they're in such awe of winning these awards. It's such a great activity for them.
And it is a year-round thing. It's not just the week of the Buckwheat Festival. The king and queen have a lot of responsibility every weekend for a whole year. So they put in a tremendous amount of work and effort, and kudos to them. Not to take anything away from any of our prior buckwheat royalty, but these youngsters have done a great job.
They absolutely have. Now, King Buckwheat Shane, his competition, so to speak, is kind of over right now, but Alexis will be preparing for the West Virginia State Fairs and Festivals pageant. They'll be held in January, and the queen of that will be the queen over the state fair. So she still has a lot of work ahead of her. It's not just like she can sit back and relax. So we wish Alexis the greatest luck in that. Moving on down to the first runner-ups to the titles. First runner-up to King Buckwheat was Brett Sanders, son of Tom and Julie Sanders of Rollsburg. First runner-up, the maid of honor was Darby Grimm, daughter of Michael and Amy Grimm of Kingwood. And the second runner-up to King Buckwheat was Travis Moyers, son of Judy Moyers and the late Bill Moyers of Brewsty Mills. And the second maid was Madison Jones, daughter of Jason and Amy Jones of Kingwood. We'll run down the senior princesses. Brianna Braham of Kingwood, Sarah Hart of Terralta, Emma McClelland of Kingwood, Caitlin Pompili of Independence, Dixie Ray Shahan of Tunnelton, Haley Taylor of Terralta, Kayla Uphold of Tunnelton, and Emily Williams of Tunnelton.
And of course, a lot of guys involved in the activities around the royal court. Foremost among them, today we want to talk about Taylor Jennings, son of Sean and Natalie Jennings of Arthurdale, Ryan Linhart, son of Scott and Charlotte Linhart of Kingwood, Logan Manier, son of Wesley and Barb Manier of Reedsville, and Logan's been busy this week because he's also on the football team, and they got a big win last night, so congratulations to the Knights as they pick up a victory over North Marion, and Logan and his buddies had something to celebrate. Now he's back to work as an escort today. Spencer Murphy, son of Andrea Matheny Murphy of Kingwood, Jeremy Piles, son of Jeff and Shelley Piles of Kingwood, Corey White, son of Dawn White and Doug and Mandy White of Kingwood, and Colton Wilson, son of Pamela and Randall Watering and Rachel Wilson of Kingwood, and Levi Wyatt, son of John and Ashley Wyatt and Tracy Wyatt of Kingwood.
Which brings us to the junior princesses, which are representatives from all of the middle schools throughout the county. Olivia Murray of South Preston, Erica Myers representing Aurora, Kelsey Price of East Preston, Brittany Sanders of Rollsburg, Caitlin Schaefer of Central Preston, Sabrin Schoolcraft, representing East Preston. Abby Warnick of Central Preston. Savannah Arnett of Aurora. Gabrielle Burgoyne from South Preston. Caton Carter of West Preston. Hallie Chittister of West Preston. Brooke Davis of Brewston. Abby Lewis of Brewston. And that will continue on to the children's court as long as the wind doesn't take my papers away, Steve.
Little mini tornado here, but that's okay. We'll get it back.
Queen's train bearer, Isabella Miller and Layla Knight. Queen's crown bearer was William Estep. The King's train bearer was Cole Turner and Colin Wyatt. King's crown bearer was Caden Hayes. The remainder of the children's quarters, Raylan Rivera, Riley Ruggles, Aiden Schmidl, Kara Stiles, Danica Thorne, Kaylee Williams, Ryder Kilkenny, Dayton Wilson, Easton Hayes, Garrett Heyman, Slayton Manco, Hunter Llewellyn, Evan Livengood, Gabrielle Martin, and Camden Kate Matheny.
And they clear the street to get ready for the beginning of the Buckwheat Mile. We'll see the runners coming through any time now, and the intersections have been closed. If you made it downtown, folks are scrambling now, back and forth here, hurrying to get their location, get the best view of the parade route. And we'll have the runners for the Buckwheat Mile coming past our location in just a moment, Peg.
There they come.
This is a relatively new tradition for the Buckwheat Festival, and this is the 73rd edition of the festival. They've got a nice turnout of distance runners here participating in the Buckwheat Mile this year. Nice to see such a group of some of the younger kids out here participating in the run, too. I didn't know you could get kids that young out of bed this early on Saturday.
Oh, on Buckwheat Week, it's different. They're not tired then.
And of course, you can hear the siren winding down in the background, the beginning of the parade imminent here, as we come to the noon hour, and it's official. The Farmers Day Parade just about set to go, along with all the other great activities around town, down on the fairgrounds, and, of course, all the great food that comes with a Buckwheat Festival.
I've yet to have buckwheat cakes, but it's my priority for tomorrow.
You still got time to get them in around the area. Lots of places to get buckwheat cakes all over the county this week. I even saw one little shop in Reedsville that didn't have buckwheat cakes, but they were serving buckwheat waffles with their coffee this week. A little different. Color Guard on the march, and we always begin the parades at the Buckwheat Festival with the Color Guard, and they step smartly off down Price Street. And we are underway with the 73rd Annual Buckwheat Festival Farmers Day Parade. Color Guard made up of members of the Preston High School Junior ROTC program. And they put in a lot of drill time to get ready for this. Right behind the Color Guard, we have members of our state, county, and city police forces represented at the beginning of the parade. All of those members of public safety agencies out there keeping Preston County the safe and wonderful place it is to live and work. And we honor their efforts and thank them for the sacrifices and time that they put in doing what is a very tough and sometimes dangerous job.
We remind all men that
We have about 20 more units today than what we had yesterday, and that's not even counting all the different trailer full of livestock and tractors. So
Farmers Day Parade, traditionally always the biggest parade in terms of participation, and we'll see some of our old favorites. We'll see some units that we saw pass through here yesterday during the school day parade.
Uh-oh, it looks like maybe the cops locked up Danny Sims. I'm not sure. Is that him in that vehicle right here?
Could be.
Kind of looks like him.
Here comes the safety pup.
Oh, that's who it is. I thought it was Danny. Sorry. Speaking of Danny, I'd like to mention and thank all of our crew that has helped out with the broadcast of the Buckwheat Festival Parades, Cable Channel 7, your hometown TV station. Our producer is none other than Steve Blake. The director, calling all the shots, yeah right, Terry Cochran. Cameras, the Skycam lift is done by Jason McLeod, sponsored by Nelson Corbin. Cameras are also ran by Dan Sims, Dave Brown, and Bob. Our aerial shots, if you experienced to see any of those on Thursday night, was ran by Chucky Curtis.
And here comes Tower 5 making the big turn here at the top of Price Street, the Kingwood Volunteer Fire Department. And as always, they've got that one shined to a mirror finish and ready for parade duty. Vietnam Veterans Unit, the Preston County chapter, honoring Vietnam veterans all around the area with their presence today in the parade. And a very nice float that they have put together for a number of the veterans and family members to ride on in the parade today.
Very well represented. Susie Sheets is coming into the picture. There she is. She is our general chairman of the 73rd annual Preston County Buckwheat Festival.
And again, somebody who gets the honors and notoriety in public today, but works hard all year long to get things pulled together. And they take about a week off and go back to work for next year's festival. It's not much of a break when you're in charge of the festival.
And there's the man we've been talking about. I'm surprised he's not getting a standing ovation with, once again, the weather that we've had. It's just been absolutely amazing. Scott Funk. Scott has been very, very active in the Kingwood Volunteer Fire Department for many years. If they need something done, Scott's right there to help out and do it.
Peggy Galloway, our Farmers Day chairman. Along with Dave Childs there in the back seat, the assistant Farmers Day chairman.
That's a nice little ride they've created.
They put together a pretty nice unit there. Dave sporting a fancy hat. Don't usually see him wear that down at the store. And our honorary parade marshal today is Mr. Bill Shockey. Dr. Shockey certainly enjoying his participation in the parade today, and he's got a lot of old friends out here along the parade route that he's waving to and getting reacquainted with, I'm sure, over the course of the festival this week.
Citizens of the Year, Charles Brown and Ramona Miller. Mr. Shane Christopher, King Buckwheat, and the Children's Court. I just am so amazed by the weather, Steve. I can't help but keep talking about it. I mean, it's just perfect for everyone. Not too hot where you're sweating and not too cold where you have to wear a coat. It's just absolutely perfect.
And it's brought a very, very nice crowd out once again here in downtown Kingwood as we take a look at the children's float.
All the little ones. Oh, they've all got little bears. It must be a special gift that they've given them to signify their participation in this year's Buckwheat Festival.
And right behind the King's float, the junior princesses. And again, a lovely group of young ladies here enjoying their time in the sun literally today.
Just think, we may be looking at the future Queen Series right now.
Oh, I'm sure she's probably in there somewhere.
Senior princesses and their escorts. Let's see if Danny can talk Alexis into giving him a little show of her shoes over there.
Well, we hope so. Like to get a peek at those.
I don't know if you've ever watched the Show Me Your Shoes event that Miss America puts on, but we can now have a Show Me Your Shoes now with Alexis.
Might be a new tradition starting at the Buckwheat
Festival.
Absolutely. The Queen's Court, along with their escorts, making their way around the big turn here at the top of Price Street. Followed by the Queen and her escorts.
Alexis! Here we go. There they are. In the picture now is Christian Leonard. She is West Virginia's collegiate candidate. Christian is from Morgantown, and Christian has a length of volunteerism listed herself. I can't begin to tell you all of them because she's just involved in so many. But it's really nice to have her here at the Buckwheat Festival Parade.
Heartland of Preston County. And our first bit of music here in the parade today as they jazz things up a little bit.
I would say they're really jazzing things up. I feel like getting up and dancing.
Enough cannot be said about the great work they do over at Heartland, not just for our senior citizens, but anyone needing rehab services.
Smokin' Jack's Grill, located along Route 7.
You know, a lot of times along parade routes, you will see somebody throwing out candy or samples. I was kind of hoping we'd get some wings from Smokin' Jack's, but
exactly.
I don't know. They're going to have to stop in there and suggest that for next year's parade.
Maybe there's Miss Delaney Kale, the Baby Miss Valley District. Look at her. She's so cute. But you know what, Steve? I may have come up with a really great idea. I wonder if we could do a buckwheat wing. We'll have to figure
Preston Community Arts Center. With that aforementioned jazzy music that we heard coming down Price Street. Courtesy courtesy of High Street Jazz. Morgantown's own High Street Jazz Band.
Pretty cool. Fox's Pizza Den. Okay, they could have brought us a piece of pizza.
Yeah, see, you got a trend going there.
Buckwheat pizza, buckwheat wings. Those are things that they could come up with for next year. Fire and Ice Fusion All-Stars. The Preston County Workshop. They say, you need it, we can do it.
And they've been serving the community for a lot of years. Their location in Valley District.
Sophie's Attic Gifts.
That's a new unit in this year's parade, and they start kind of small. By next year, they'll probably be pulling a 20-foot trailer. But you got to start somewhere.
I don't know. So far, I think that little jazz band is kind of my favorite. Sure wakes you up.
Not sure that they're in the band competition, but they're going to stop and perform for the judges. Hence a little break in the movement of the parade here as they put on a little show right down the way, a few hundred feet past our location at the judging stand.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
When you visit Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, you're liable to see people from Pennsylvania, other parts of West Virginia, as well as Maryland. And that's because the word is out. Scott Ford not only has a huge selection, makes your best deal, but has great service after the sale. It's as simple as that. When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, make it Scott Ford, Schaefer GMC. Route 7 near Walmart, Kingwood. That's the dealer you can trust.
Choose the right path for your real estate needs. Locally owned Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale. We provide full real estate services to all of North Central West Virginia. Our professional realtors are equipped to provide clients with the highest standard of service in the industry, and we value the opportunity to assist our neighbors and friends in buying, selling, leasing, or managing all types of property. Mountain Path Properties will even represent the buyer at no cost in any transaction, no matter which real estate company the property is listed with. So, don't just call a number on a sign. Call Mountain Path Properties and get a professional realtor that will work for you. Oh, and if you're thinking of selling your home, call us for a free market analysis to help determine the value of your property today.
Don't you wish things were made the way they used to be made? Hi, I'm Kent Foltz with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Introducing to you the Almost Heaven Collection by Imperial Mattress Company. A two-sided mattress you can actually flip over. If you want quality and value, the Almost Heaven Collection's for you. Only available here at Delano's and made right here in West Virginia. Come get wowed by the Almost Heaven Collection. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7 Terra Alta and Route 7 Reedsville.
Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care has a blood draw station right on site for your convenience. Do you have a health condition that requires you to have a standing order for routine lab work? Just bring your order with you, and one of our friendly, helpful medical staff members will get you in and out quickly. No appointment needed, open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care at the Route 7 Kingwood Pike intersection.
It's festival time at Rainbow Tire, and at Rainbow Tire, we know how to have a festival. I said fiesta, not siesta. Come on down for a great deal at Rainbow Tire while we're still in a festive mood. Route 7 Masontown, Route 7 Morgantown.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
The Landing Dental Spa is Morgantown's newest dental office, located at the Pierpont Landings Plaza above Colasesanos. Doctors Carly Lemley and Heather Ayers have created a spa-like atmosphere to make your dental appointments as relaxing and enjoyable as possible. A full-service dental office for the entire family, now offering Invisalign. Visit their website at www.thelandingdentalspa.com. or call 304-594-2200 to make an appointment. The Landing Dental Spa, a healthy smile with peace of mind.
From a simple switch, troubleshooting a problem, a new service, to that backup generator that you'll need in times of emergency, Blake Electric can handle all your electrical needs. They have the experience and knowledge to do it professionally and safely and do the job right the first time. There's been an accident. The emergency has left you with physical trauma and legal issues to deal with. The bills are piling up, and you're overwhelmed. Where do you turn for legal representation?
Hi, I'm Paul Eastep.
And I'm Steve Schaefer.
We're attorneys practicing right here in your home county of Preston.
Centrally located on West Main Street in Kingwood, just across from McDonald's, the offices of Eastep and Schaefer are an easy drive from anywhere in Preston County.
You don't have to go outside Preston County to hire a lawyer with the know-how, the experience, and the knowledge to represent you fairly in a serious personal injury matter. Call us at Eastep and Schaefer at 329-6003 or visit us on the web at www.eastepschaeferlaw.com.
Preston County Workshop making the turn, along with that small unit from Sophie's Attic. And I believe we have a unit from Mapleshire. Oh, Sophie's Attic, they doubled down. They do have a trailer this year.
Wow.
That's the extended unit in the parade there for them.
Coming up, Steve, we have Hospice Care Corporation. We can't really say enough about hospice care in Preston County. They go above and beyond duties in many situations.
Not just in Preston County, but in the entire region. Maylene Davis and the whole crew at Hospice Care Corporation serving a very, very important role in not just our community, but communities all around North Central West Virginia, and doing it very, very well.
Coming up right after the Hospice Care Corporation float, we're going to begin our parade of champions as far as livestock go. I don't have all the details, but I'll certainly highlight the few that I do have. Our grand champion market steer and county bred this year was won by Erica Ritchie. Once again, King Buckwheat himself, Shane Christopher, had the reserve champion steer. Rate of gain went to Breanne Laucom. Grand champion dairy heifer is Abby Quamran. I'm not sure if that was correct, but I apologize if it wasn't. Reserve champion dairy champ was Houston Elliott. The crossbred heifer, Natalie Phillips. Grand champion feeder steer was Bryce Bishop. And the reserve champion feeder went to Tyler Pomeroy. Congratulations on job well done to these children. So we'll just kind of watch these kids go through and notice the care that they've taken of this livestock. They've done really, really well. They're down there from morning till night till late at night, taking care of their livestock. They're bathing them and showing them properly, and they get judged on all of this. And then most of these will go to the sale tonight. So, the children bring a kind of a bond together with these, but it all ends tonight. And they've done an excellent job. Every year we see such a great job with the livestock. Not only the work that they do here during the festival, it's all the preparation from, beginning to end with this. Never ends. I mean, these kids, they have these daily chores with these livestock. One thing you could do if you come to the festival and you've never experienced it, they do a lamb dressing contest. So they bring a themed outfit, and it's whoever can get the lamb dressed quickest and is the most flattering outfit, I guess, so to speak. But anyway, it's just a total ball to get down there and watch that.
Here with a fellow from out of town one time, and he thought lamb dressing was something you put in a turkey for Thanksgiving. I had to explain to him it was a little different during Buckwheat Festival. A lot of the units in the Farmers Day Parade today featuring a lot of youngsters who are involved in agricultural pursuits, and it's hard to be a farmer in this day and age, so kudos to them for the work that they put in and the ambitions that they have to do that work.
Our grand champion market lamb was won by Shay Tonkovich. Grand champion county bred market lamb, Shay Tonkovich. Market goat, Kylie Christopher. County bred market goat, Kylie Christopher. Reserve champion market goat, Kira Donnelly. Rate of gain goat, Heather Hayes. Champion market goat showman was Morgan Piles. Oh, look at this agricultural queen.
Well, now, I've got to admit, this is a little different for the Buckwheat Festival.
Got that pageant wave down pat. Look at it. Look at him go. I just wonder what he had to do to have to do that, or what he did to have to do that. Had to be some kind of a contest, and I'd say that was something that was held down in the barn section. Funny. Reserve grand champion dairy goat, the Hostetler family farm.
And the grand champion dairy goat raised by Bailey Call. These youngsters will raise a lot of money at the livestock sale tonight.
Do you smell something weird in the air, Steve?
Not sure what that is.
Well, oh, there it is. Here it comes, honeysuckle. Look out!
The Mountaineer Patrol, and honeysuckle is a very long-lived little rodent. who has made an appearance at the Buckwheat Festival since about, I don't know, at least 1969 in my remembrance.
I'm afraid Dave might have to get a shot of honeysuckle.
I'll tell you what, honeysuckle's working overtime along the parade route here.
I think honeysuckle just got just sent an eyeful to my grandson Cam. There's the other one.
Members of the Osiris Temple. And these three-wheelers always bring a smile to the kids' faces when they come down the street with some of the maneuvers that they put on.
Kudos to these guys for doing this. They just have a blast. I'm sure they look so forward to every parade.
Yeah, this is the reward they get for all the charitable work and hard work that they put in addition to their everyday jobs. They're dizzy by the time they get to the end of the parade route, Peg.
I don't know. Kind of looks like me when I get on a 360 lawnmower. I go round and round and round and round.
Well, there's no grass growing under their feet.
Wow.
As they exit the intersection and head down toward the judges' stand. Also members of the Osiris Shrine, the Taylor County Clown Unit, making their way past our location. These guys pull out all the stops. They've got a little bit of everything going on to entertain the crowd today.
I kind of like that motorcycle.
Yeah, that is a really custom ride there.
Got one laid down.
He's just taking a little break. Coming up next down the way, the first marching band to come past our location today, other than the jazz band. This is the 100 High School marching band from 100 West Virginia, just a little ways to our west.
The 100 Hornets.
All-Star Twirlettes, Morgantown, West Virginia.
All right, Steve, we're always plugging for each other and throwing a little plug here and there. Well, I had something in my car to hand out to little Twirlettes and all the queens, and I kind of forgot it. So if you don't mind, I'm going to make a plug that I'm now affiliated with the Porcelain Dolls. And if anybody's interested in entering a completely natural pageant, it's porcelaindollsnationals.com. And we are offering anyone that enters, they can use the a key of Buckfest, and they'll get their best awards for free. So if you'd like to enter that, go to www.porcelaindollsnationals.com and just make sure you put a note at Buckfest, and we'll be glad to honor that.
All right. Another little something extra to do that you've added to your stack of stuff.
Well, it's kind of always been there, but now I'm a little bit more affiliated, so it takes a little while to get through that stack of stuff now.
The Preston County Tractor and Machinery Association, showing us some of what it used to take to be a farmer. Now it takes a lot of work just to restore and maintain some of these vintage tractors. And the Antique Tractor and Machinery Association always draws a crowd wherever they go, from guys, a lot like my father-in-law, who's a farmer and a mechanic, and most farmers have to be mechanics in their own right. But all of those guys always interested in taking a look at the vintage farming equipment, and we get a look at some of it here as it passes down the parade route, and some really fine examples of tractors and farm equipment. These units harken back to the World War II era and before, Peg. That's a lot of years of tilling up the soil, tilling up the soil and feeding families, taking care of communities. Association rolls through. Watching our delayed telecast of the Farmers Day Parade. We hope you came out to the festival and enjoyed yourself, had a great time here. You might see yourself on TV somewhere along the parade route. And if you have friends and family outside the Atlantic broadband viewing area, you can also view these broadcasts up on our YouTube channel. Just go to www.youtube.com/Cable7. And we'll post that address on screen for you here shortly. And let folks know that they can get a little taste of Preston County even if they're far away from home. by taking a peek at the festival parade coverage from your hometown TV station. And we thank you for doing so. Several more units from the Tractor and Machinery Association yet to go here past our location. As we let you take a look at the folks who put so much time, energy, and love into restoring these vintage machines. Folks, if you've got an old tractor stashed away out there in the barn or outbuilding or even any park, you might want to hook up with these guys. If you don't have a bug to restore it, you might be able to sell them some parts, because these guys are always looking for extra parts for these vintage tractors and machinery.
I guess a tractor is just not just a man's job anymore, right?
No, we've got lots of ladies involved in the Tractor Association here. It's truly become a family affair. I think the first year or so that the Tractor Association had units in the parade, there were maybe a half dozen tractors. And you take a look here today at young and old alike who are out here to show off their work with these antiques, and it's really almost become something in the same class as the antique car show that steps off one Sunday. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, we're going to take a quick break for messages from these sponsors, but you won't miss a thing. We'll be right back with more of the Farmers Day Parade from Kingwood right after this.
Whether your little one has an earache or you simply have a sinus infection, it's urgent that you get the care you need fast. That's why they call them urgent care facilities and not drive 45 minutes to an out-of-area hospital facilities. Fortunately, Preston Memorial Hospital now has an urgent care facility that's open 7 days a week, so all Preston residents can get the immediate attention they need and get better as quickly as possible. Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care at the Route 7 Kingwood Pike intersection.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
When you visit Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, you're liable to see people from Pennsylvania, other parts of West Virginia, as well as Maryland. And that's because the word is out. Scott Ford not only has a huge selection, makes your best deal, but has great service after the sale. It's as simple as that. When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, make it Scott Ford, Schaefer GMC. Route 7 near Walmart, Kingwood. That's the dealer you can trust.
Choose the right path for your real estate needs. Locally owned Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale, we provide full real estate services to all of north central West Virginia. Our professional realtors are equipped to provide clients with the highest standard of service in the industry, and we value the opportunity to assist our neighbors and friends in buying, selling, leasing, or managing all types of property. Mountain Path Properties will even represent the buyer at no cost in any transaction, no matter which real estate company the property is listed with. So, don't just call a number on a sign. Call Mountain Path Properties and get a professional realtor that will work for you. Oh, and if you're thinking of selling your home, call us for a free market analysis to help determine the value of your property today.
Quality furniture and outstanding service are right here in Preston County. Come experience the Delano's difference. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, featuring furniture made in the USA. And they're the region's exclusive dealer for West Virginia-made Imperial mattresses. Bedrooms, occasional groups, living rooms, home decor, dining rooms, and more. Get queen mattress sets starting as low as $299. Great selection and the best price. Experience the Delano's difference. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7, Terra Alta, and Reedsville.
It's festival time at Rainbow Tire, and at Rainbow Tire, we know how to have a festival. I said fiesta, not siesta. Come on down for a great deal at Rainbow Tire while we're still in a festive mood. Route 7 Masontown, Route 7 Morgantown.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
We return to coverage of the 73rd Annual Buckwheat Festival, Farmers Day Parade. I'm Steve Blake, along with Peggy Cochran here in Kingwood.
Steve, once again, I'd like to mention the major sponsor of today's parade, Preston Memorial Hospital. Right here, as the sign says, and we are glad to have them this year, and I just can't wait to see the new facility that is going to show up in the spring, I think, of 2015.
Yeah, construction, of course, well underway over next to Preston High School, and they'll have a nice new hospital facility, and very, very excited about that coming to the community.
As they merge with Mon General Hospital, it should be just absolutely fantastic for not only Preston County, but the surrounding areas as well.
Next up, the Kingwood Rotary Club float, a staple of floats here in the parade year in and year out. And the Rotary Club, the very, very nice entry in this year's parade.
Sorry, we don't have the details as far as who's riding these, but we'll just recognize the ones that we do and go from there.
The Western Maryland Extreme Cheer and Toxic Twist. I'm not sure. What's the toxic part of the twist got to do with this, Peg?
I don't know.
Enlighten us.
I'm not real sure, unless they're talking about when cheerleaders get thrown up in the air and they do a twist. I'm not sure if that's what it is. I don't know.
Well, all right. They're going to show off for the crowd in front of the judges' stand. And we're going to move along in the West Virginia Three Rivers Festival float. Will be coming up right after Extreme Cheer and Toxic Twist. Maybe they're going to give us a little demonstration.
I think we're going to find out what it's all about right here. They look like the Energizer Bunnies.
Certainly a lot of energy being expended by these youngsters here. And they're having fun being part of the Farmers Day Parade.
Nice job. The West Virginia Three Rivers Festival is held in Fairmont each year, and I know the pageant is like in maybe April or something like that, but we have representatives from the Three Rivers pageant here today with us. Three Rivers Queen and the Three Rivers Teen goes on to the Miss West Virginia USA competition in Flatwoods, held the end of October each year. Last year, the Three Rivers Teen was Miss Lexi Marar, who is a descendant from one of Preston County's own Marar families, and she went on to be in the top 10, I believe, at the Miss Teen USA pageant.
Quite an accomplishment.
Absolutely.
Following the Three Rivers float, we've got the Preston County Bell.
Rosalie Johnson.
Preston County Senior Citizens entry into this year's parade. That's a pretty snazzy little Volkswagen there.
Ah. Manor Home Care, located in Mount Lake Park in Maryland. Dan Frazier, as everyone refers to as the Bicycle Man, is making an appearance in today's parade. I bet the calves of his legs are like steel.
He puts in a lot of road work.
Says his bike is drafted up to 75 miles per hour down Bridgeport Hill behind this truck on November 19th of 1995. Sandy Creek Belgians and the Lady of Agriculture.
And those Belgians are quite impressive animals. Talk about horsepower. There's some real horsepower right there.
Looks like the grandson likes the horsies.
2014 Lady of Agriculture, Emily LaRue, riding in the wagon there behind those Belgians.
Insurance centers. Tear out. Oops. That was a little out of order there for us, but Kingwood Christian Fellowship Center Shot float.
Yeah, I think they may have reversed a couple things in the parade here. hopefully we'll get to see the Terre Haute fireworks. Hopefully they're here today.
Valley High Lumberjacks Marching Band in your viewing screen now.
They'll get set to entertain us in just moments as we move along here on Farmers Day in Kingwood. Job by the Lumberjacks and their flag corps here on a sunny day in Kingwood. Across from Maryland with a nice float. Wonder how they got that down the mountain unscathed. I bet they had it undercover and there was some assembly required when they got to Kingwood. The Garrett County Farm Queen riding proudly on yet another antique tractor here today, but that one being towed on the float. All-in-one landscapes. With a unit in this year's parade.
Thought somebody was trying to go through the intersection. It scared the heck out of me. That kind of looks like me when I mow, when you go around and turn.
Oh, these guys with their zero-turn mowers, he's just showing off. Herbie, the love bug, in the parade this year. Well-known Disney character from years back. I don't know how many kids would be familiar with that today. But a vintage recreation of a famous Volkswagen from the movies. And that's on the Roberts towing unit on the big flatbed. The Scottish Rite Masons in the Childhood Language Disorders Center float from the Valley of Charleston, West Virginia.
Like to mention to everyone to pass the word that everybody can see the parade, Steve. They can tune into, am I correct, www.youtube.com/cable7.
That's correct.
And select your parade that you would like to watch in your own home. Make sure you share this with your families, and that way nobody will miss a Preston County Buckwheat Festival. That goes to you, Amanda Bischoff. I know that you can't be here today, and it's really killing you, so now you can be right there with us.
The Victory Riders.
Uh-oh, we have the oldie coming up with the American flags. Who might that oldie be, Steve?
That's Mr. Dave Wills, our buddy.
Ah!
I'd watch out. I don't know if he's certified to drive a tractor that big.
I think he's trying to see if we think his tractor's sexy.
That is not a zero-turn tractor, Dave.
As you may know, Dave helped commentate Thursday and Friday's parades, and now he's doing what he does best, playing music and playing around.
The Oldies Channel 107.7. And Mr. Wills doing everything he can to entertain us. And he almost ran into the 107.7 Hummer
Eric
there.
Burnham.
Towing the Chamber of Commerce float. Don't do that, Dave.
Brewston Brandonville Volunteer Fire Department. They hold their annual event, and it's called the Good Neighbors Day.
And we've got the Good Neighbor royalty riding on the float.
They look gorgeous.
Lovely group of young ladies. And the float says make every day a memory. I'm sure that's easy to do in a surrounding like Brewston.
And the theme of this year's festival is making a book of memories. A book of memories certainly makes me remember all of the Aurora PTO floats and entries they've had through the years. This one has to be my all-time favorite, a camera. I mean, really, how do you come up with those ideas?
I don't know, but they did a great job putting that together. They'll have some buckwheat memories that they'll remember for a lifetime here of their participation this year in the parade.
Next, we have the Mountaineer Platoon of the Young Marines. We've just passed the halfway mark on this year's Farmers Day Parade. What a beautiful day. And I think people could sit here for hours just watching all the entries if we had more even.
Well, on a day like this, where else would you rather be?
Well, you really want to know where I'd like to be right now? As a matter of fact, we were talking about wings earlier.
Today's the
wing cook-off in Morgantown. And that would be very
Well, they just
enjoyable.
Need to move that to Kingwood. That would be the answer. The Fraser Commodores coming up. And let's take a listen to them.
All right, Steve. Cheese.
Fraser Commodores coming to us from Perryopolis, Pennsylvania. We welcome them to Kingwood and Preston County.
That's just outside Uniontown, but still, that's a pretty good jam from Uniontown here. At least probably 60 miles each direction. the West Virginia Strawberry Festival float with their court on there, and once again, their winners go on to the Miss Teen West Virginia USA pageant in Flatwoods, as well as the Queen, the Miss West Virginia USA pageant in Flatwoods.
One of the staples of the fairs and festival rounds in West Virginia, I believe the Strawberry Festival, one of the oldest festivals in the state.
And one of the largest festivals in the state as well, right?
I believe so. I don't see any strawberries on that float. It's all pumpkins and corn. Wait a minute. I'm confused now.
There is a strawberry.
Oh,
Look on
there
the
you
float.
go.
There's two of them, as a matter of fact.
There you go. Okay.
Those are fall strawberries.
Fall strawberries. Great. Here comes the Preston County chapter of the Future Farmers of America. Very appropriate on Farmers Day here at the Buckwheat Festival, the FFA float. FFA with activities all year long. They always have sales and competitions going on, and these youngsters work very, very hard in the county.
Mountaineer Wings. Here's a unique entry from Browns Mill Propane. Now, how would you like to drive that for about 10 hours a day, Steve?
Well, you know, if you had to make that delivery in the wintertime, that might be just the vehicle for the job.
Now we have the lovely Liera Rivera and Caton Carter. Liera Rivera was the, I believe, Little Miss West Virginia, United States, and Miss Caton, I think, was Junior Miss West Virginia, United States. I'm just guessing at these. So both of these girls are just wonderful. They have a great list of volunteerism, and they can do what needs done. Then we have
Side by side, Kingwood Youth.
Okay, this is my unit right here. I think I'll just take that for the rest of the day. It's the Cache Monet Limousine Rentals. We could all get in there, Steve says and praise. Everyone could go to the wing cook-off and then come back and have buckwheat cakes.
Foundation and Megan's Angels.
And I think in the back of the pickup, we're going to see Miss Sybil. Sybil is having her Make-A-Wish dream come true in a couple of weeks by going to Disney World. Well, maybe she's not there. She's in there someplace. I got to meet Sybil yesterday, and she's just a wonderful young lady. She's from Albright.
One of the big trucks from Snyder Motors and Towing. If you're stuck, they can get you out of a jam with that. Brighton Heating and Cooling coming up on the heels of Snyder Motor. Local businesses from all around the area participating and enjoying time in the parade here today.
We'd like to welcome to the Farmers Day Parade Miss Julie Kuntz, who is the Junior Miss Valley District representative this year, and Maya Brown is Miss Valley District this year. You can see the sparkle of their crowns. Pretty soon we'll see the sparkle of their faces, Steve.
They may have a little sparkle in their eyes today.
Absolutely.
Beautiful day here in the parade.
There's Julie.
Well, the girls have that pageant wave down perfectly for the parade. I'm sure they practiced that in front of the mirror for hours.
And in fact, I bet their wave is a little tired out right now, because these two, I know for a fact, have been at Reedsville Fire Department flipping buckwheat cakes, as well as going to Masontown Methodist Church. They too have a great list of volunteerism.
No downtime this week for them. That's what you're saying? Fraley Motor Company.
Fraley Motor Company is going to be followed up by the Total Training Tumblers from Elkins, West Virginia. Instructor is Elizabeth Elza. Once again, I'd like to thank the crew of Cable Channel 7, your hometown TV station, with producer, my co-announcer here, Mr. Steve Blake, director, absolutely trying to call all the shots, Terry Cochran. The on-camera crew is the Skycam ran by Jason McLeod, sponsored by Nelson Corbin, and thank you, Nelson, so much. Cameramen are Dan Sims, Dave Brown, and Bob. Aerial shots done by Chucky Curtis on Thursday evening. Thanks to all of them.
And my buddy Bob Meisner, we saw the young Marines go through earlier. I'll tip my hat to a retired Marine, Bob Meisner, stepping in, doing a great job for Cable Channel 7. About any time we call him, as long as I can find him, because he's a very, very busy guy around town, involved in a lot, and we appreciate his work.
And most and foremost, thank you once again to Preston Memorial Hospital. I think I feel like Vanna.
There's no letters to turn.
But I can direct it.
Kingwood Southern Baptist Church put a lot of work in on this float.
See some more sparkles coming up right behind them, and that would be none other than Miss Madison Livegood, who is the Miss Valley District Senior Supreme Queen. She is the daughter of Shane and Amy Livegood of Kingwood. Miss Ashley Culberson. Ashley was a representative to the Miss West Virginia America competition. She was a top 10 finalist. And her platform was breast cancer awareness. Ashley has done wonders with her platform, and that's what all that is all about, volunteerism and reaching out to younger children and explaining to them, making them aware. Ashley was the Miss Middle Island representative to the Miss West Virginia pageant. I think this is the CTA All-Stars unit. The Toddler and Miss Tiny Tri-County area. I see Bella Smith. Hi, Bella. Bella, how are you?
Here comes the Wellsburg Middle School Band. The Orange Knights, let's get a listen.
On buckwheat cakes and sausage and has a good menu up there.
Yes, indeed they do.
It's not only buckwheat cakes and sausage. They've got home-baked goods and worth stopping in there to see the crafts and so on.
Right on the heels of the Cornerstone float, Miss Barber County.
I actually think this might be Jacqueline Carlson. I'm not positive, but as soon as we can see a sign, we'll figure it out, Steve.
I think you're right. Miss Barber County may have gotten a little waylaid on her way to the parade today.
Yes, Jacqueline Carlson is the USA National Miss West Virginia Tot. Preston County Farm Bureau float.
These are the Mount Vernon climbers.
Which makes us, again, talk about volunteerism and community support, Steve. You know, that's what the whole parade, the whole Buckwheat Festival is about. Volunteerism and community support. And this is just another activity that young ones can get involved in and be involved with their parents and everything. Oh, and there's my girl in the front corner. Tori! Tori! Tori Bartholomew. Tori was my 16-year-old queen at the Miss Valley District Pageant, and she is like now blossomed into this beautiful flower. So we just love her to death. Next, I believe we are going to have Miss Savannah Blosser, who is the 2014 Little Miss Valley District Queen. And I think maybe now, Steve, we might be having our Barber County Queen. Let's just see. Oops, Mon County.
Mon County.
The Queen is Caitlin Lester, Junior Miss Sarah Lujeski, Little Miss Emma Locke, and Little Mr. Christian White.
I recognized that float immediately because it's on my son's trailer, courtesy of Blake Electric, LLC.
Hi, Sarah. I think you probably have a little bit of a connection with that pageant, right?
I have a little bit of a connection, slightly. Be quiet, or they'll want me to volunteer down there, too. Just kidding, Amy.
Little Miss Valley District, Casey Gallardo. And our Relay for Life entry for today. Ribbons of hope for a cure for every disease. Morgan Durham, I do believe. Queen Mermaid of 2014. Bringing your attention once again to this year's sponsors, Delano's, located on Route 7, Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, Route 7, Rainbow Tire of Masontown, Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale, and Browns Mill Grocery, located at the intersections of 92 and Gladesville Road? Dogtown Road.
Dogtown Road. The Preston County Parks and Recreation Float.
Hoping to bring back the old picnic events. That's what this Park and Recreation Club is going to do.
The Central Preston Wildcat Marching Band.
And Steve, as Dave and I talked about yesterday, you know, every year we say, let's not do the unified band. Let's let each one go themselves like they normally do, because they'll go to other parades by themselves.
Do a little bit of both now.
So now it looks like on Thursday night it's a unified band, and then on Friday it's the unified. And then if you want to break up and go back into your own group, that's fine. But I'm very, very happy to see this being done. Nice job. Yesterday we saw Central Preston Middle School, and we also saw West Preston Middle School.
Here are the Tunnelton Trackers 4-H Mutant Squad.
Check out the little guy. See him right down here. There he is. His little legs are going to be so tired. Once again, tune in to www.youtube.com/cable7 to share this event with your loved ones and friends in other states and wherever.
Wherever.
If you just wanna
Worldwide on
watch
Cable
yourself.
Channel 7.
There we go. Look at him go.
Special Olympics of Preston County.
Well, Steve, I usually have my grandkids out here doing the closing for today's parade. Not going to have them all here today, but maybe next year we'll have your grandkid.
No, we'll just bring the dog.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's too far in the future. You just wait and see. Preston Memorial Hospital float. And thanks again to Preston Memorial for being our major sponsor of today's parade.
Building for the future, and that float references the groundbreaking last year, but well underway now.
Yep.
And soon to be completely under roof and enclosed, and it won't be long before the new community hospital will be in business, so to speak, here in Kingwood. Caitlin Rundle, the teen queen. And coming up, the Kingwood Lions Club float. And that is one impressive cat on that Kingwood Lions float.
Garrett Memorial Hospital float. And just one last reminder, I would like to remind everyone to tune into www.youtube.com/cable7, and you can enjoy every parade from this year's events. The Farmers Day Parade, the Firemen's Parade, and tomorrow we'll have the, they already have the School Day Parade. Tomorrow they can enjoy the Farmers Day Parade.
There you go. Right at Home services of Morgantown, and they are followed by the Upshur County Baton Corps.
Do you want to sit on Mimi's lap? Suitcases up front, and I think they're ready.
The Baton Corps entertaining the crowds here in front of the courthouse on the lawn and across the way.
Cam, you want to sit on Mimi's lap?
It's a large group of twirlers, Peg.
Absolutely, they're doing a great job. Ranging in all ages. Takes a lot of stamina and discipline to be involved in one of these groups. We can certainly add today's parade to our scrapbook of memories for the Preston County Buckwheat Festival, the 73rd, as a matter of fact. Looking forward to doing this again next year, Steve. This is our place to be, isn't it?
Absolutely. No better place to be than the Buckwheat Festival the last weekend in September.
Joe Pyle Auction.
Oh, what's that? I can hear it just down the way.
And I can see the black and silver coming.
The Marching Knights, the pride of Preston County. We know what that means.
That means we're at the end of today's event.
We're just about at the end of the parade, not at the end of the events here at the Buckwheat Festival.
Absolutely.
A lot of fun, good food, and fellowship to be had all around Kingwood for the rest of the day. But we're going to take this to the Marching Knights right here as they help us conclude our broadcast of the Farmers Day Parade here in 2014. And we hope you've enjoyed parade telecasts here on Hometown TV all weekend long, and shots of the fairground and other things as the Marching Knights pass our location and head down the street toward the end of the parade route. All right. Peg, thank you very, very much. It's been a pleasure sitting down and reviewing the parade. And we want to thank everyone who has helped out here. We have a blast doing these broadcasts here on Cable Channel 7, your hometown TV station, but a lot of work goes into it as well. I want to thank my buddy Terry Cochran and Dan Sims at Tri-State Productions.
There's cameraman Jason McLeod. Thank you.
Yeah, up on the lift there in the hot sun all day. I bet he's ready to come down and have something cold to drink and take a little break.
Across the way, we have Mr. Dan Sims. Across the way again, we have Mr. Dave Brown.
Our technical director today, Terry Cochran, ably assisted back in the truck by Bob Meisner.
There's Dan Sims. We see him now. Thanks again, Dan. And I think we'll soon see Mr. Dave Brown.
Also want to thank Chucky Curtis for the aerial shots at Thursday night's parade.
There he is. Thanks, Dave.
Dave's been working hard all week here to help bring you the views and the sights and sounds
And thank you, Steve.
Great coverage. Oh, you're very welcome.
You've made so many progressive movements in this project. Now we're on the YouTube, and everybody can share this. Once again, and one final time, www.youtube.com/cable7.
All right, and as always, we want to thank Preston Memorial Hospital, Delano's, Scott Ford, and Schaefer GMC, Browns Mill Grocery, Rainbow Tire, Mountain Path Properties, and everyone who's helped pull together Preston County Buckwheat Festival broadcast here on Cable Channel 7. We are your hometown TV station. Thank you for tuning in. Until we see you next time on the air, have a great time at the remainder of the Buckwheat Festival, folks. We hope you enjoy it.
Browns Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Browns Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Browns Mill Grocery. Browns Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Browns Mill Grocery.
When you visit Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, you're liable to see people from Pennsylvania, other parts of West Virginia, as well as Maryland. And that's because the word is out. Scott Ford not only has a huge selection, makes your best deal, but has great service after the sale. It's as simple as that. When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, make it Scott Ford, Schaefer GMC. Route 7 near Walmart, Kingwood. That's the dealer you can trust.
Choose the right path for your real estate needs. Locally owned Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale. We provide full real estate services to all of North Central West Virginia. Our professional realtors are equipped to provide clients with the highest standard of service in the industry, and we value the opportunity to assist our neighbors and friends in buying, selling, leasing, or managing all types of property. Mountain Path Properties will even represent the buyer at no cost in any transaction, no matter which real estate company the property is listed with. So, don't just call a number on a sign. Call Mountain Path Properties and get a professional realtor that will work for you. Oh, and if you're thinking of selling your home, call us for a free market analysis to help determine the value of your property today.
Don't you wish things were made the way they used to be made? Hi, I'm Kent Foltz with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Introducing to you the Almost Heaven Collection by Imperial Mattress Company. A two-sided mattress you can actually flip over. If you want quality and value, the Almost Heaven Collection's for you. Only available here at Delano's and made right here in West Virginia. Come get wowed by the Almost Heaven Collection. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7 Terra Alta and Route 7 Reedsville.
Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care has a blood draw station right on site for your convenience. Do you have a health condition that requires you to have a standing order for routine lab work? Just bring your order with you and one of our friendly, helpful medical staff members will get you in and out quickly. No appointment needed, open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care at the Route 7 Kingwood Pike intersection.
It's festival time at Rainbow Tire, and at Rainbow Tire, we know how to have a festival. I said fiesta, not siesta. Come on down for a great deal at Rainbow Tire while we're still in a festive mood. Route 7 Masontown, Route 7 Morgantown.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
The Landing Dental Spa is Morgantown's newest dental office located at the Pierpont Landings Plaza above Colosesano's. Doctors Carly Lemley and Heather Ayers have created a spa-like atmosphere to make your dental appointments as relaxing and enjoyable as possible. A full-service dental office for the entire family, now offering Invisalign. Visit their website at www.thelandingdentalspa.com. or call 304-594-2200 to make an appointment. The Landing Dental Spa, a healthy smile with peace of mind.
From a simple switch, troubleshooting a problem, a new service, to that backup generator that you'll need in times of emergency, Blake Electric can handle all your electrical needs. They have the experience and knowledge to do it professionally and safely and do the job right the first time. There's been an accident. The emergency has left you with physical trauma and legal issues to deal with. The bills are piling up and you're overwhelmed. Where do you turn for legal representation?
Hi, I'm Paul Estep.
And I'm Steve Schaefer.
We're attorneys practicing right here in your home county of Preston.
Centrally located on West Main Street in Kingwood, just across from McDonald's, the offices of Estep and Schaefer are an easy drive from anywhere in Preston County.
You don't have to go outside Preston County to hire a lawyer with the know-how, the experience, and the knowledge to represent you fairly in a serious personal injury matter. Call us at Estep and Schaefer at 329-6003 or visit us on the web at www.estepschaeferlaw.com.